What's up, everyone? Coach Tony here. In this training, it's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna give you guys some non-traditional activity ideas for your students. Some of these activities our students have been doing on their own. Some of these activities are some kind of come from my brain, my head. I've been telling students to do. No one has done it yet. So hopefully someone here takes advantage of it as well too. Because in today's world, doing just the same club, same research, same internships, all this, everyone's doing very, very, very similar things. So to stand out, you literally do something different than everyone else. And that's kind of what I get, hopefully to inspire you. If you guys like this, we can do a multi-part series of this session here. Okay. So if it's a very first time meeting, my name is Coach Tony, former UC Berkeley admissions reader, former UCLA outreach director. Last 16 years, our team and I, we've been helping families with the college admissions process, help you guys navigate the admissions process. And I think it's understanding what the readers are trained to look for in the back end and making sure you guys can do that for your own families as well too. So in today's call, again, it's low non-traditional. Usually I go and we lecture, we teach you guys some fun things. This would be more of like, hey, let's kind of do a little show and tell as well, because the big issue is this. We know that activities are important, right? We know the students need to do things to demonstrate their interest in activities, do things outside of just school, right? In today's world, everyone's smart because everyone's smart. Your grades matter, but to what extent to differentiate yourself? Not that much. So the big way you do stand out in this work process is to stand out via your activities, right? Things that you do outside. So first off, let's define activities first. So activities, most people think is things I do, which is not super wrong either, right? But it's kind of half true. People think things I do. Really quick, in the chat, we are going live for those who watch us live. In the chat, can you guys give me some examples of activities that your child, if I ask like, hey, what activities are they doing in the chat? If you can list out a few for me so I can kind of use that as examples for today as well too. Someone said sports. Someone said clubs. A few people said working, film club, Red Cross club, charity groups as well. Awesome. Yeah. So I think you guys, again, hopefully you guys get what activities are, right? Clubs, sports. Exactly. These are things that the student does, right? However, so I always ask the students, like the thing that we optimize for the section, we want to focus on the hours per week. We want to spend how many hours are you spending. The reason why it's important is as a reader, I want to know you're good in school, but outside of school, you're also very involved. You're doing a lot of things, and you can demonstrate strong time management between the different sections as well too. So knowing that, what one thing that's really important to understand here is how do you count those hours, right? A lot of families always count like, oh, I do soccer 2 hours a day, twice a week. That's 4 hours, this and that, right? And that's usually the extent. Oh, I've been at my club for 30 minutes and that's it. Oh, I volunteer 3 hours this weekend. So you count the hours of the thing, which again, half true. The thing that a lot of people don't think about, don't you have to commute to drive to get to your activity, drive to get back, right? As well too, that commute time can count as part of your activity hours as well too, because that's how you're spending your time, right? The activity consists of the prep work, the getting there, the event itself, and going home as well. Because if you don't share it, where does it fall under? Which kind of category does it fall, right? There's either school, activities, sleeping, and like biological stuff, right? As well too. And those are three categories. So if you don't share that you did, because again, some of us don't live right next to the soccer stadium, right? We have to travel 30 minutes to get there, 30 minutes to get back. I bet you some of your kids have hobbies or interests. Some of them draw, some of them do things as well too. That counts as part of activities as well too. So I always tell families, think of activities as how you spend your time. That's probably the best definition of activities out there, is how you spend your time. So going to today's training, we're going to give you guys a few non-traditional ways. Again, some of these our students have done is number one, and some of these are undone yet for some of our, and at the end I have a really cool demo I will share with you guys to start doing tonight as well too. So all these stuffs, I think all these stuff, I remember, you can do right away. So literally everything I'm gonna teach you after this call, you can go leave this call and do something right away with this. So this is be a very tactical training For you guys, again, this is like the first time we're doing a training like this. Again, at the end, if you guys like it, we're gonna do a part two, part three, because these are, I have endless ideas. We have endless ideas. So let's go ahead and share screen. We can go ahead and get started. Okay. So first thing, oops, share screen. Sharing screen. All right. First thing we have up, right? So there are people, anyone here in the chat, your kids love teaching or helping others if they're compassionate as well. They like helping other people. A few yeses in the chat. There you go. So there's something out there, if you guys know or don't know this, it's called Schoolhouse, right? Schoolhouse is actually created by Khan Academy. You guys have probably heard of Khan Academy. If between the two, Khan Academy is a more bigger mainstream name, right? So Khan Academy is a free website, free portal of a bunch of different knowledge things. Schoolhouse is like the extension of it. It's like an online marketplace of like students coming here to learn information, right? To learn information. Oh, I got to log in. All right, to learn stuff as well too. At the same time, where I'm going to bring this in is you can use this. Oh, by the way, if you're struggling in school, this is a great resource, free resource, I believe too. That they pride themselves on being free, right? But something that you can do here also, you can volunteer to be a tutor here as well too. So when a lot of our students tell me, Coach Tony, I want to go and help and volunteer and tutor people, this and that as well too, but I can't find anything in person. I'm like, oh, we live in a world now. We don't have to be stuck in person all the time, right? You can go be a tutor online as well too. So you can go in here and apply to be a tutor, and you can tutor different categories, different things as well. You can see that there's different subjects that they do. By the way, for those who are they have test prep. You guys can join as well too. Look at that, it's free, right? There's no cost to these because that's kind of how it is. Tutors are coming to volunteer to help out at the same time, right? The students are going here to learn. So again, for those who are exploring tutoring options, again, your school might have some, but a cool resource some people don't know much is Schoolhouse. I'll definitely check it out. I'll drop in the chat since this is a pretty cool training. Um, so those who are interested, Schoolhouse.world is one option. Okay. Next thing, next different idea for you guys, right? Clubs. I saw earlier, I asked what things, and I saw that some of us were in clubs, right? I saw here film club, Red Cross, leadership, yearbook club. So there's different clubs. And then I always tell students, what is a club? Like how do you define a club? And the definition is a group of people who come together to do something, to talk about something, to engage in some activity as well. That's pretty much what a club is, right? So I remember a few years ago, 2020 specifically, right? 2020 happened, and this is like March. This is the March time, when things are happening, like things start starting getting shut down, closing down. So the students said, Coach Tony, what do I do? So one of the big pivots that we did, I'm like, all right, everyone here, you're gonna go create the virtual version of your clubs as well too, because again, everyone is moving online anyway. So for me, is if you see everyone doing it, why wait for it? Go be in leadership skills. Go jump in and demonstrate that first. So a lot of our kids, we called it virtual clubs. Basically, move what you're doing in person to an online space, right? Again, the groups that struggled with this were the sport ones because it's like, how do I physically do it? We kind of made it work, but not really there. But the ones, again, film club. What do you guys do in film club? You sit around, watch a film. In a virtual club, you can virtually sit around and watch a film as well too. So there's tons of ways you can do this in a virtual format. And what we like to recommend to do the virtual format is a tool called Discord, right? This is also free, right? Discord's a free platform as well. So what you can do is you create an account as well. So you create an account. It's pretty cool. Anything you can think about in a virtual club in school, you can replicate that in person. So let's say you want to do like Zoom. Zoom is kind of included for free as part of, no need to download anything extra, right? You can have everyone log on, you can see everyone, you can talk to everyone, you can have different channels as well too. So if you have the main chat, let's say for example, you guys are a charity group, right? Doing charity as well too. Key club, when you're presenting, hey team, we have this volunteering opportunity this upcoming weekend. Who wants to join? You can share that in one spot as well, and people can continue in there. You can chat. Hey, we're gonna have our weekly meeting in a certain area. You guys can join there as well too, right? So Discord is actually pretty cool, and you can see who's in the club, and you can grow this. So a quick little fun story. One of our students, he came to us and he was playing the game Minecraft, right? And the game Minecraft, and he was like, "Hey, how do I grow this or build this?" And I looked and I'm like, "What do you do?" And he was like, "Oh, I build the maps on this game, and people come and play games on my map." I'm like, "Huh." So what you're doing is you're basically creating an online community of on your map per se. And he was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So what we did was he had a Discord. He had like what, I think 6, 10 people on Discord. We renamed it. We renamed it, so instead of his name, we created a fictional group name for as well too. All right, like as this world name. And then what we did, we promoted the fact that people can log on and do stuff on his world as well too. So you're shifting it from yourself to a community aspect as well too. His club grew from his virtual club grew from 6 to over 600 people in there at his peak before he applied to college is things as well too, right? What clubs out there can you get to 600 people doing this? And the best part of doing this, you're not restricted by your own school, because in clubs at school, right, you have only the people in your school and that's it. Versus virtual club, and how our students grew up pretty fast, is they ask people in their surrounding areas, right? Hey, if you want us to, one of the popular ones that we saw was like a medical club, right? So basically what they did, I told them the community factor and why people want to come back. And for them, is they invited doctors to come do guest speaking every single month as well too. Is the key there, right? So the big thing here is they're gonna go ahead and invite a guest speaker every single month. So they grew. So this student contacted all the pre-med clubs in the whole district and asked them, hey, do you guys want to join my club? And they did that, and they grew it to a few hundred people as well too. Every month they got to bring someone in, and then they did a guest speaker. They hosted them in the Zoom, and people came. It was awesome as well too. Again, how much work did that take? Not a lot as well too, especially with students being super busy, right? One of the big things I always tell students is like, it's never an issue of time. It's about how you prioritize your time is the key. Again, a lot of clubs, people say, oh, this club conflicts with my time. If something's virtual, it's kind of always super flexible, is the key here as well. Okay, so this is the second idea for you guys, virtual clubs. I've actually taught this in the past. If you guys look on YouTube, you'll see that I actually taught this exact step by step how to do this as well too. So this is kind of one of the oldies but goodies. Some people this is new for them, but some people this is like a repeat of what it is. Next thing is pretty cool, right? So next thing is a new one that I haven't shared yet. So when it comes to the next thing, right? Some of our students are writers, right? One of the big things, again, these are like, think about the students who want to do poli-sci, the history majors, the writers, the English folks as well too. They want to share. One of our students, fun fact, she gone to Caltech last year, 2 years ago. She got to Caltech recently. One of her big things that she created a blog. Right, she created a blog of all the elements. Every single week, she posted about an element. It's actually pretty cool. Today, she's at Caltech. But the thing is, it shows her who she is and kind of her geeking out about the things. You can recreate the same thing now for free, right? So one recommendation we always have our students look into is it's called Beehiiv, right? Beehiiv, Beehiiv.com. It's a free platform. You can start with free. You can have up to 2,500 people follow you for free as well too. You can't really beat that as well too. Is the thing, right? And it's basically a newsletter. It's an email newsletter. You can create newsletters every single month, week, bi-weekly basis as well too, and you share. So when I tell students, what are you interested in learning, right? What's your major? And students say, oh, I'm interested in astrophysics. I'm like, awesome, right? There's probably no astrophysics clubs out there, but if you geek out, you probably want to share out there in the world to see if any other people like it as well too. That's kind of what this is going to be, right? You can go and kind of create a newsletter every single week and start sharing this all the time as well too. It's super user friendly. We've actually used this in the past as well too. And one of the cool things, you can get paid. One of the things you'll see a lot of these things here is that you can get paid if you want to. So again, those college apps aren't free, so they cost money. So this is a really awesome way to do it. Again, it starts for free. I don't think students need to pay at all for this one. So again, you can go, unless you got past 2,500, then you should do something with that for sure. But the idea is you can go ahead and create your own online platform. If the student likes to write, right? This is probably a great angle. I tell students, hey, go create a Beehiiv. There's also something called Substack and other platforms as well too. This one's the free one. I'm a fan of free as well. So feel free to take advantage of that. I'll post in the chat again. This is the second option you guys can look into. Okay. Third one, this was a fun one, right? I was talking to a student right before this call as well too, and we were talking about him, and then one of the things he's doing is he's writing a book as well too, and it made me think, oh man, like we've had many students write a book before, so it's one of the cool things. Again, how many students do you know wrote a book? But again, do you know how to make a book and this and that as well too? The making the book is not that hard, right? Think about it. You sit down, you put your thoughts on paper, whatever it is. If it's nonfiction, here, or if you're writing, if you're more creative, right? Like the student with a creative, writing a fantasy book as well too. Once you're done, how do you send it out in the world, right? Is the thing. So one of the things we recommend students look into is it's called Kindle Direct Publishing from Amazon. It's called KDP, right? This is free one more time as well too. So you can go in here once you have your book created, you can go on, upload your book up here, and now officially you're a published author. So one of the cool things, you can make it Kindle friendly, you make it book friendly. You could actually buy your own book, by the way, too. That costs money. But you could actually buy a physical book of yours. So if mom and dad wants to share with their friends, so too, right? You can actually buy the physical book itself. But yeah, it's called Amazon KDP. Writing is not hard. The hard part, actually, writing's not hard. It's the doing it is the hard part, right? So doing it for the students of like actually sitting down, write as well too. Again, going back, what do you have to write about? Things you care about. If they love a certain field, if they're interested in a field, perhaps that might be an interest. Or if they love something else, right? That might be something else as well too. One of our students love chess, right? Really chess. I don't know, rankings, grandmaster, one of the ranks as well too, right? So they wrote a little tutorial like how to like the plays, the what I don't know they call it. I don't play chess myself, but the different strategies as well too. It's a short book, nothing super long, 50 pages, right? As well too, and he published it. So it became one of his core things that he did. That again is very unique, right? How many kids do you know write a book is the thing there. So another really cool approach for you guys over here too is the key. Something else that so that's the book angle. And look up Amazon KDP, you'll find that. Another really cool thing. A lot of students ask me, Coach Tony, I want to compete, right? Do you guys have competitions? And again, for me, I tell students don't try to search out for one. If it comes up naturally, it does. But if you guys are searching, there's a pretty cool site called Kaggle, Kaggle, Kaggle as well. This is more computer science AIE as well too. But if you guys are interested, right, there's different competitions, right, that are ongoing with real prizes as well too. So you'll see that there's different competitions here, and they have different like codes and things that you build over here as well too. It's free to enter. You can enter it as well too. It's pretty cool. You can learn the code as well. But it's one of the really cool things that if you want to say you enter competitions and that, boom, here's the competitions angle. I think I have another one as well too. This one for artists. A lot of our kids, the more you know, a lot of our kids draw, a lot of our kids paint and do it as well too. You can go onto these sites like Behance. They have like art competitions as well too. You can send it in as well over there as well too. Because again, so if you want to put under competitions, this is a great angle for our artistic students. Something that again, a lot of people don't think about also. People say getting a job, right? I want my kid to work, pay for their college apps, pay for all their bills around the house. But again, online, in person might be hard to find something. But something they could do, something called Fiverr. I looked, this one technically be 18, but parents, if you can help sign them up for it, they could do this as well too. So Fiverr is like a freelancing website. Basically, what you can do is you can say what things you can do. If your kid can program, they can do programming. If your kid's good with graphic design, good with Photoshop, they can create, or Canva nowadays, right? They can create things for people. I'm gonna show you guys a quick little example of fast as, oh, can I do it without logging in? I could. So basically, let's say I want to create something with Canva. These people, 35, 50, $30. I'm sure Fiverr takes a cut so with the full thing, but it's actually a really cool thing for students, especially a lot of our artistic students, right? If you guys want to showcase stuff over here, you can do this. For some of our more entrepreneurial students who, again, who are interested in the entrepreneurship space, a lot of them do this as well too. Okay, so Fiverr is a really cool thing to consider. That's like freelance work for them here. But the really, really cool one, this is the thing that I've been playing with the last few months as well too. We're in a world now, 2025. We're in a world of AI, right? AI is here, and for us, we have a stance of like certain things. Yes, use it for certain things. Do not use it for. One of the cool things that came out of uh, of um, of this kind of time is something called vibe coding. Has anyone heard about that before? In the chat, drop a yes or no. It's called vibe coding um, as well too. Some people say yes, some people say no. Actually, more no's than yeses as well too. So it's one of those cool things. Again, a lot of people probably in the industry, the computer science field, you know this is as well too. So vibe coding, it's cool. It's just basically you get to program without having to know too much code as well too. Again, is this how you build big things? Hopefully not as well too, right? Maybe one day, but it's a pretty cool start. So one of the sites that I like is Bolt. I use Bolt a lot as well, but tons of other ones. There's websites like Replit is a good one as well too. They help you build stuff, but you basically build apps and websites on here. So what I was going to show you guys is this in live action. So we're gonna build one together. It's kind of, I have like 10 minutes left, so we're gonna build one together. I'll show you guys the power of this. Okay. So first off, let's do it how we work with students. So in the chat, drop a major. What's your child's major? It doesn't have to be computer science. What's your child's major they're thinking about as well too. I see bio, I see business, I see engineering. Awesome. Which one of these is medical, bio? Let's do something in the bio field, right? The medical bio field as well too, right? So what's something we can build, or actually any of these, what's something you guys want to build? What app or what website or which thing do you guys want to build together? Right? If for those who know what their kids are working on or doing as well too. How about let's create a student wants to learn about the health. They want to do a tracker for body weight. What do they track every day, right? So what you eat, like a health tracker, okay? You go here. I want to build a health tracker, right? Health tracker. I want users to use this daily and input certain variables. Which variables do you guys want to see on this? It's a health track. If we're building a health app right now, what do you want to see? What do you want to plug in here on this? Someone says weights, track items like weights. Oh yeah, oh you have to see my screen. Oh, my apologies, my apologies. Thank you for calling it out. All right, back again, back again. All right, we're on bolts. We're on bolts right now as well too. I'm using bolt is a thing, and so this is a fictional student, right? I'm interested in bio. I want to do something cool, so I'm gonna go here. I want to track weights, blood pressure, caloric, calorie intake. Let's do one more, and that's pretty good, right? Let's start here from now, right? And from now, and exercise, right? As well too, right? That's pretty much it. So start here from now. So we click build, right? The cool thing about when you click build is gonna think and do some pretty cool things on the back end as well too, because this is the first thing that it builds. It's gonna think a lot longer. It's trying to create what kind of app. If I was more specific, I can say build me a iPhone app, build me a Google app, build me a web app as well too. So right here, it's gonna basically thinking, right? And you can want to see the thinking process. You can see the thinking process of it doing all the things as well too. But the cool thing about here is that you don't have to know how to code anymore for a lot of this stuff. So once was a thing where a lot of like non-computer science students like, oh man, I can't do that. I can't build that. This vibe coding concept has kind of opened up the doors. And again, this is not the only one. Replit, I used to play with this a lot. Replit was a pretty cool site. I'm brain farting. There's a bunch of other ones as well too. Is the key. Let's see if we can this can get built in time fast enough for. I should have pre-done one as well too. But we'll see how long it takes. Oh, it's moving to the second thing. But the idea is you can get tell it what to do, right? But this is like step one. Once you build it, it's kind of useless without you doing something about it. But let's say, for example, this I'm a health student and I want to go and help out local areas, nursing homes, and that, right? So I'm gonna go through and do the next step of this. So again, treat this as a tool. What's the first tool you guys can do, and it can go to the next stage after that? Because again, and for those of you who've been following us for a while, this can fall in like a passion project, right? Personal project that you're doing as well too. So you're building something first, and then you're going on and doing something afterwards as well too, right? The thing can vary based on the student's interest. Again, that's why when we do personal projects, I always start with the student. I'm like, hey, what do you care about? Right. So hopefully this one we just kind of made it up, but the student who's doing this hopefully cared about health or this and that as well, and they had an idea of what the things they want to do. Also, you can see it's moving on to the next step. It's pretty cool. Let me see if I can show you guys. It's building the code live, right? You can kind of see it's building it live as we are going through it. Super, super cool as well. We'll hang out there for a little bit. But again, the purpose of today is just some ideas, right? Again, these are all very unique ideas. When people say do activities, I keep hearing a bunch of different things people talk about. Like, let me do summer programs, let me do research, let me do internships, let me join a club, let me do sports, the same five things for every single student, right? But when it comes to, again, if you tell me, Coach Tony, I want my child to stand out, I'm like, cool, literally stand out, do something that's different than anyone else completely is the key over here. Okay. Someone asked, is it free? I think it is free. I have a paid version though. So let's see the prices. Pricing. Oops. Free. You have a free option as well too. I have a paid version, so mine's a little unfair. Oh, there you go. Look at that, guys. Look at that. You have a thing. I don't have a login, so you create a login automatically. Let's say I don't want to log in. What do I say? Can we take off the login and go straight into the app? And I send. And once I do that, what does it do? It's gonna go in and it's going to go ahead and think for me and change the code live based on that is the thing as well too. Okay, but it works, right? You can go here, click sign up, and you can create an account and so you can create another fast. Uh, Oh, there you go. Look, we're inside now, right? Where's the app? Here's the health. Today's the 11th, right? I am 100 pounds. So my systolic 160 over 80. I don't know, is that 120? 120 over 80, right? My caloric, I'm taking 1800 calories. I only did 25 minutes today, right? I'm feeling good, right? As well too. Save entry and oh, didn't save. There's an error, right? So if I was to go back again, it's building the code now, so I can't touch it. But what I would say, I'm like, hey, this errored here. Can you go in and fix it? If you know code, by the way, you do it faster. You go in and you see where did it break, and you can fix it directly. So again, this is very powerful if you know the code, if you know programming, you can go in and fix it directly. Is the thing here is number one. Or, right, if you're like me who knows just enough to understand a little bit, like I don't, oh, okay, I get that, but I don't know how to fix it. Then I can say, hey, fix this error. I got this error. Can you help me fix that as well too? Okay. Next one, do college readers check websites they created or take the word on it? That's a great question. We do not look at it. So as a reader, we do not look at anyone's we do not look at anyone's app or log into anything as well too. And keep in mind, as we're moving forward in the world, right? And this, look how fast I took me to build this. It took me less than 10 minutes, right? 8 minutes to build this as well too. No, it's getting harder to say I built an app because surprise, I just built one in front. I'm trying to do this one for, let me see the works now. 150, 120, 80, 2000, 30, good. Save. Ah, didn't save. This errored. It said failed to save entry, right? And then I told what to do. It's gonna go in and it's gonna fix it as well too for me. And by the time, hopefully, the next edit it should be good to go out too. But the readers do not go in and check this. Keep in mind, what I'm teaching you guys, this is a fun little tool, right? So this is not the result. Don't say I built 10,000 apps. It means nothing, right? It's the what did you do with that is the key. So again, let's say for example, I did this. So how this applies to the whole college app to kind of bring it back, right? Let's say I'm doing this, like I mentioned, why are we doing this for? What's the ripple effect? Who are we trying to affect with this? Hey, I want to make sure my teammates were on track as well too. There we go. Try again. It fixed it. It fixed it. 150, 120, 80, 2000, 30. Good. Save entry. Oh, look at that. It's saved it over here, right? Let's say it's, I go back next day, 160, 120, 80, 2000, 30, 35. Not good as well, too. It does it here. How cool is that as well, too? Again, how much coding did I do? Nothing. I didn't touch anything. I just kind of said, do this. And again, this could be anything, right? Again, it could be any different field now. So one of those really, really cool things you guys can do right away, go play with it, have fun. This is the future as well too. Again, is it perfect? Probably not. And again, if you know how to read this and fix it, you probably are a lot more efficient and you can do it as well too. But for a lot of us, right, we use this as a tool. Like I mentioned, like go back to example. Let's say I'm doing this for my team, right? I'm having everyone log on, everyone track this so we can see what our team's numbers are going to look like as well too. For them, some of you guys doing independent research projects, right? You can use this to create a tracking tool for yourself of the things that you're doing. So you don't have to use Google Sheets anymore. You can build your own thing. You can export it too. You can, hey, can you export this to whatever as well too? It's all saved in a database for you guys. So a lot of really, really cool things that you could do with it. And this is one example. If we had more time, I'd go in and we just kind of play all day long and create a bunch of new apps. So again, if you guys do create your own apps and have fun, let me know what you guys build as well too. That'd be super fun. But again, these are just some ideas. Again, doesn't mean you have to do any of these ideas, but these are just some ideas to start thinking like, hey, there's more than just summer programs, than just internships, and just research, right? There's a lot of things your child can do. And at the end of the day, the big takeaway of all this is the thing doesn't matter. The thing that we're doing doesn't matter. What the reader's really looking for is why. So all this whole thing goes back to the very beginning. I asked the student, why are you doing this? Right? Because if you're doing it just to look good for college stand out, it's not going to do too much. But if there's a reason why you're doing it, that's the trick to how to make these really impactful for the students. And technology is just a tool to help you guys accelerate all the amazing things that the student will do in the future. Okay? That's pretty much part one. If you guys are interested in more ideas, I have tons of ideas on things that are non-traditional, things that you can do. If you guys are interested, let me know in the chat down below, comment somewhere, and we can see if we can bring back a part two in the future of more ideas that you guys can do more from more different fields. And if you guys let me know what fields your kids are in, I can kind of come up with be more specific for those as well too. Okay, that's pretty much it for me today. Thanks again for joining. I'll see you guys on the next call.